Hello, my name is Natalie and I'm a librarian here at SCF, and this tutorial is all about scholarly articles. So hopefully by the end of this tutorial you'll be a pro at finding a scholarly article in a database and how to identify a scholarly article when you see one. So more than likely in at least one of your classes, but probably in more than one of your classes, you'll have an assignment that has a research component to it, and a part of that research component will be finding a scholarly article or an article in a peer-reviewed journal to use for your research assignment. So that's what we kind of want to look at today, is how to find that scholarly article and what to look for when we're looking at scholarly articles. So to do that, we're going to have to look in our databases. So I'm on the library's website. Before we start searching, you're going to want to make sure you're signed in to your MySCF account to access the databases. I'm signed in, so I'll go ahead and I'll get started. Click on that Databases tab at the top. And today we're going to look in Academic Search Complete. We'll click on that tab, and then for an example, I'm going to look at ocean acidification today. So we'll go ahead and type that in. And before we click search, we're going to want to click a couple more boxes. So we want to make sure we have full text selected, which gives us access to the entire article if we want to use that article and read that article. And then we also want to look at peer-reviewed journals. So the scholarly articles that are pulled from the peer-reviewed journals are articles that were submitted to these journals that went through this strenuous check by a group of experts that ensure that the article that was submitted to the journal is quality research, that it's relevant to the journal, that it's relevant to the profession, that the article is accurate, and so on and so forth. So basically it's a quality check and a quality control, and it ensures that we are reading quality research. So we go ahead, click those boxes, and we'll do our search. As you can see, we have plenty of options that pop up, and all of these will be scholarly articles because we did search in peer-reviewed journals. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a look as an example of what a scholarly article looks like. How do we identify a scholarly article? So we have access to the PDF, which will give us the full article. So you could click that link and it will take you to the entire article. So what we want to look for are several different things, but what we'll start off with is the title. So the title is descriptive of what's going on within the paper. The titles are also pretty lengthy, and they will include some terminology, professional terminology that you may not understand, which is okay because that's what research is for, but typically they're descriptive and lengthy. The next thing we want to look at is the authors, and as you can see here we have the authors that are clearly listed, which is what we want to see. And if you see these little exponents up here, if you scroll down, these will list the affiliations and the credentials for the authors. So it's helpful information to see kind of where they're studying, where they're from, that kind of thing. The next thing we look at is the source. We want to look at the journal. So we see the journal here. If you click on that, it will take you to the publisher page. So we see that it is the Scientific Reports Journal, and then we can also see that it is peer-reviewed, so that's good. I would hope so because we're searching peer-reviewed journals. So the next thing we'll look at is the, it always will include the date, or not, hopefully it will include the date, but it will also include the volume and issue numbers, and then also the length of the article, and you'll want to look for articles that are over 5 pages long. Next up we have the abstract, which is a concise description of what's going on within the paper. So instead of reading the entire paper or the entire article, you'll want to read the abstract to see if it could be applied to your own personal research, the assignment that you're working on. So that's there for your information and for a big help. Instead of having to read through a 14-page article, you can read a short abstract to determine if you want to use the article or not. And then we have the DOI, which is always going to be assigned to an article. It's a digital object identifier. So it identifies the content, and then it provides a persistent link to its location on the internet. So this is specific to, this DOI is specific to this article. So if you search by the DOI, you'll pull up this article. So those are some of the components that are found within a scholarly article. So I hope that this was a decent amount of help to you, and hopefully now you can search for a scholarly article like a pro. But if you do need help, if you do have questions, we're always here to help you out. You can email us, you can call us, you can stop by the library. You're also able to chat with us on Ask a Librarian. We are here to help you. Thank you, and let us know if you need anything.